So it's a Sunday and it is my prep day for the following week, the next week of school. We're doing lesson 30 and I'm going to try to show you a little bit more of that specific lesson. The last couple weeks I've just kind of picked things from the lessons. Basically ever since we finished reading Dr. Dolittle, I just kind of grabbed at some different things. We went on vacation. The weather got warmer, so we were busy being outside and things like that. So I didn't follow any lesson exactly. But we're picking back up with lesson 30. The public school around here, this is their last week of school. I think the kids in my class today said that they go to school on Monday and then they're done. So while all of the public school kids are about to finish up for the year, we're still on lesson 30. We're going to go all the way to 36, and then we continue to do schooling through the summer. We don't follow lesson plans, but we do everything that I think needs to get done for us to be prepared for lesson 1 in the next grade. So I'll do a whole other video on that some other time. But today I'm going to be setting up the week, and hopefully I can show a little bit of that if I remember to. A snail crept up the lily stalk. How nice and smooth, said he. It's quite a pleasant evening walk, and just the thing for me. So now you guys clap while I say it, okay? Remember, some words get 1 clap and some words get 2 claps, depending on the thing. It's dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's the rhythm of the poem, okay? So here, you guys do it now. Ready? A snail crept up the lily stalk. How nice and smooth, said he. It's quite a pleasant evening walk, and just the thing for me. Good job! Good job! So we're on lesson 26. Don't look at the page yet, you stinker! You're trying to cheat! You're not supposed to look at that picture. All right. You know the drill. That was good. All right, and then we have words you get to read. Let's start. We're using our new sound.
Fat.
Good job.
That's pretty mean to say that to someone.
It would be mean to say that to someone.
Yeah.
But you can say that things have fat. Like something has some fat in it. Extra fat. But you wouldn't want to call someone that to be mean to them, would you?
No.
You're right. That can be used as a mean word. All right, what's the next one?
Fan.
Fan. Good job.
Eat. Feed.
Is that a duh or a tuh?
Tuh.
So let's try it again.
Fit.
Eat.
Feet.
So sound out each one. What's this one?
Eat. Feet.
Feet, yeah. When you said feed, that would have been this at the end. Feed. Right? F-E-E-D means feed, but this is feet. Feet. So try it again. So each one, try to read it fast if you can.
Fat. fan.
And then try this one.
Eat. Feet.
Good job. All right, let's turn the page. And I'm going to cover it up before you can see it. Ah.
I closed my eyes.
I need like a Post-it to cover it up so that way you can't see the picture. All right.
And I cheat.
Yeah, that's right. All right, let's go on.
Add 10 right here.
Okay, so what it's going to do.
This is 2 tens.
But see how this is a circle like this?
It's a lot of 5s. It's a lot of 5s.
So we've got. So this is called an analog clock. Okay, because it goes on its own. Okay.
Well,
So
what happens if it doesn't?
you have to put a new battery in it. So in between each number is how many minutes?
It's
5, right? Because there are 60 minutes in 1 hour, and there are 60 seconds in 1 minute.
okay.
So if there are 60 minutes in 1 hour, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and then it starts the next hour. Is that, imagine in your mind that the clock is like this, see? So it's like 12, 1, 2, 3. So, if the long hand, which is the minute hand, right?
Yep.
And the short
12
hand,
minutes.
no, and the short hand is the
Second?
hours.
Hours.
So look, it says 2 minutes, right? Because the long hand is at 1, 2. And what is the hour at?
1.
1. So what time is it?
2.
1,
1.
02.
102. Yeah,
Okay.
102.
So how many minutes does this say that it is? Does this hand of the clock, because they're called hands of the clock, how many minutes does that hand say?
It's 1 o'clock.
No, how many minutes? How many? Count them.
Does it count as square?
Yeah, honey.
1.
Look, I just did it right here for you.
Oh,
5 plus 5 is,
10.
so how many minutes?
10.
10. Okay.
10 minutes.
So it's saying that it's something 10, right? 10 minutes.
Hey, Mommy, what is this? It's supposed to be cool.
Beads. Okay, so here's another one. How many minutes does this say? Do your skip counting. 5.
10, 15, 20. 20.
Okay.
Hey, how do you open 20?
There's a lid. Oh, now this one's a little bit easier because it's actually telling you.
Yeah.
So how many minutes does this one say?
Hey, can we buy all those bugs?
0.
0.
So 5.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
So what is that?
50,
Okay, good job.
50.
So try the same with this. This is the top, so start going this way. 5.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 45,
Okay.
40, and 5.
Same as back here. So the very top is 0, right?
Yeah.
And then this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and then it goes
60.
Yep.
0.
60 and 0, right? So it's the starting and the ending.
Starting
0.
and
Alright, so go ahead and start that one again. I'm going to pull out the pizza. instructions. We gotta look and see if they need it done. And then we're gonna do it.
Oh, this one looks like it needs it. Look, it looks like it needs it.
Far, far out in the ocean, the water is as blue as cornflowers and deeper than the tallest mountain. It is there that the sea people live, and in the very deepest waters lies the Sea King's palace of coral and mother of pearl. The Sea King's beloved wife had died, so his mother, the old queen, took care of his 6 beautiful mermaid daughters. All day long, the princesses sang and danced, swimming in and out of the pillars and the halls of the palace. What do you think about that? All day long, all you do is swim and dance.
And maybe you won't get any work done.
The little mermaid had never been up to the ocean's surface and seen the upper world, for the princesses were allowed to do only so when they reached 15 years old. So they couldn't even go up out of the water and look at the land around them until they were 15. They had to stay in the water. But the little mermaid longed for that day to come. She loved to hear the stories her grandmother told her of people and ships and cities and animals and meadows and forests and the like. And many a night the little mermaid stood at her open chamber window, peering up at the watery reflections of the moon and the stars and the dark shapes of ships as they passed like clouds above her.
This is easier than I thought it would be.
It just takes a lot of practice. Yeah, this is what we have here. Let's see. And it came with this little pink yarn as kind of an initial test.
Done.
And then what should you do? Let's see. Uh-oh, wait. Wait.
What?
Wait a second.
What? I got 2.
Yeah, you skipped a couple and it messed it up. So we gotta redo it.
Redo this one?
Redo the one you just did. See?
Oh.
See how it doesn't look like this? So that's alright, but this is the good thing about yarn, because look, all we have to do is just slowly pull it out. Yeah. And then redo it. Okay, here, I'll help you here. Hold on. You're sitting on it. There we go. That should make it easier. And just pull it out. There you go. When you're working with yarn, sometimes you just have to pull out stuff. When I do crochet, sometimes I have to pull out a lot of stitches because I make a mess of it. It's just part of it. And luckily, it's very easy to fix. You just try it again.
Under. No, under. Over. Let's push it in a little bit. Under, over, push. Under, over, push. Is that right? Is that right? No.
There you go. And now look
Oh,
at
that
it. Does
too.
it? No. It's one of them's connected to the thing, right? Okay. Now, does it look right?
Yeah.
Before you pull it all the way through.
Mhm.
Go on, put it down. Does it look right?
Yep. No. Wait. Some of them are not under. See? These? Those are not under.
Oh, we skipped one again. See? So that's
I
good.
skipped a lot. Look.
Yeah, we checked it. So that's good. We can do it again.
Can it touch the nose?
I don't know if it can touch their nose. So a nomad means a wanderer. So what that means is
A wanderer?
A wanderer is someone that doesn't just have one house and only stay around their neighborhood or their village. They pack up their stuff and they go somewhere else. So it would be like someone who's always traveling. They would bring their tents with them. They would bring all of their clothes, all of their animals, and they would go walking.
Every single thing that they have.
Yep, and they would walk for a while.
Flashlights.
Well, not flash. Well, maybe flashlights. I don't know. But
Yeah,
they would
like
walk.
If they need to walk at night.
Yes, and then they would find a spot, and then they would find a spot to stay. Like she said, at the oasis, they would find a spot and they would set up a camp, like they were camping, and then
Like
they
this? Old Campton?
That's right. And then they would live there for a while, and then they would pack everything up and move on. So this girl named Isha, her and her family are nomads, so they wander around the desert, okay? Isha's family were traders.
Look at Isha.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Who's Isha?
Isha's the girl that we're talking about.
She could.
Yes, she is a kid. They carried things from place to place to sell. To help them carry their whales, they had a camel named Misha.
Misha.
Misha. So the camel carried all of their stuff. She's got long eyelashes. They were helpful in keeping sand out of her eyes. To keep sand out of her nose, guess what she was able to do?
What?
Close her nostrils. We can't close our nostrils, can we? Because then we sound like this. Oh, wait. Can you close your nostrils? There you go. What if you could just close them, though? You know how you can close your mouth? Like this? What if you can close your nostrils like that? Yes.
Oh, it's a funny look.
Can you close your nostrils? That's a good try.
Look, ready?
Can you do it without using your fingers, though? Like a camel? Camels can close their nostrils, like they can close their eyes.
Look.
So that way sand won't get... All right, let's see it. Ready? Do it.
Whoa!
Are you part camel?
No.
Let's see it again. Can you do it?
I can do it.
I
Look, Mommy, look. Sneeze.
You got it.
Can we do that?
Yeah, let's see. Oh, good job. She could drink 25 gallons of water in a few minutes. 25 gallons. Okay, so you know the big container of milk that we get? That's a gallon. A camel can drink 25 of those in a few minutes of water.
Look, because it's a long tongue. Like this.
That's right. And then they won't need to go. They can go without food and water for a few days after that.
Why?
They won't, because it stores it. It can drink a whole bunch of water and keep it in its body. Humans, we can only go about 3 days without water, and then we will start to die. Right? Camels can go a long time, but humans can't drink 25 gallons of water in a few minutes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we would get water toxicity if we did that. And so this was helpful when her family was traveling across the desert. So as they were going across the desert, they would have to bring water for themselves, right? Because they're humans. But would the camel?
bucket?
But would the camel need water?
No.
No. That's awesome. So if this one was over, yep, just like that. Under, over, under, over. Good job.
Like this.
Yeah. We got some new yarn to use with it today at the store. Something a little bit thinner that won't kind of fuzz up and make it difficult to push the little thing
Actually,
through.
this time can I do a rainbow one?
Yeah, let's finish this first one of yours and then we'll put on some rainbow yarn. And I'm working on a little something here myself, just a basic crochet, but this is the second day the girls have been using their little loom and they really like it. Good job. Way to go. And then hey, so it doesn't fall off, just kind of pull it over here. Careful. It's all right. So now what you do is you just gently pull it up. Good job.
My mom's wall. Hey, Mommy! Mommy, mine like Slither.io.
It's like Slither.io?
Yeah. We should make a Slither. Yeah, mowing. This looks like, what is it called again? Bounty. Cottage cheese.
Yeah, it does.
Like this. Except it's not audible. I'm Buddhist, bro. It's not audible. Edible slime. What do you call it?
Yeah, it's not edible. You don't eat it.
Look what you can do. Look at this. Let's do this thing. So how you can mush it together. Wow,
All right, guys. Well, there you have it. 1 week of homeschooling for us. Lesson 30 for 2nd grade in Oak Meadow and our own version of kindergarten. We did everything on the agenda, and then we added 2 crafts. We got our loom out and made a couple little baby blankets or doll blankets with the loom, and we made slime. So that, along with going to the park and playing outside and doing things like that, made it for a really fun week. Hope you enjoyed watching.